Hi there, folks. Will be another Resident Evil rumor, but this will be potentially Resident Evil 4 remake rumor. And it discusses how Nemesis, how he was designed from Resident Evil 3 of the recent game to probably Resident Evil 4 with the Las Plagas parasite. I'll just read this bit out for you. We've heard a lot of recent pointing towards Resident Evil 4 being in the works over at Capcom. Officially though, there has nothing been said, which has operated in potential leaks alone. Why this isn't exactly a confirmation, something that the statements were talking about the colours of canon in the way that reside price, but in a good way. So, the official PlayStation blog interviewer says that the reason why Nemesis looks like what he looks like in the recent Resident Evil 3 game is potentially linked to the Las Plagas parasite in Resident Evil 4. So it says here, in conjunction with Nemesis coming to Resident Evil Resistance, Tim Tuer from PlayStation interview, I'm not going to even pronounce that name, director of Resident Evil 3 in this interview, they first asked about what Umbrella's plans surrounding Nemesis look like. The lead developer said, talking about Umbrella's European division, which and the creation of the parasite attached to Nemesis. So, in talks, however, this talk of Nemesis caused one of the Vivs to mention something that really couldn't have been canon on original release, but now seems to be considered popular canon. The Nemesis project was artificially created the Las Plagas parasite, thus giving birth to NEA. So, from what I gather, the reason why Nemesis can do this is because he has the Las Plagas parasite. So if Resident Evil 4 is in the works, they might tie Nemesis to the parasite. As you can see, Nemesis is doing this to somebody, which when I first played Resident Evil 3, I was slightly confused about it because I didn't think he could do it in the original. So it says here now, I don't want to jump the gun here, it is possible that this change is canon, might be a retroactive. It would make sense of Resident Evil 4 takes place in Europe and involves a parasite, so making the connection not that crazy. However, such possibility has literally never come up officially. In Resident Evil 4, everyone was sent to government permission and secure sample, meaning that very few outside the know of its existence. Sakata also went into quite incredible detail on how the decision to have the parasites in 3 remake came down to the look and behavior of the Granado in Resident Evil 4. It says here, we inevitably decided on this final ability due to the presence of Granado on Resident Evil 4. Granado was a humanoid enemy that are created free being infected with the Plagas parasite. The original basis for NEA, when the Plagas activates, it spawns from the neck of the host in form of a tentacle. NEA was created to imitate this parasite quality. We want any infected enemies to be visually similar to the Las Plagas infected Granados as a means for fans to piece together how Nemesis fits within the whole Resident Evil franchise. While this was designed and background for the Nemesis, it is reimagining of Resident Evil 3 that we should note that Nemesis is not designed in mind for on the original Nemesis from Resident Evil 3, said Sakata to PlayStation blog. So as you can see here, the Resident Evil 3 parasite compared to the Las Plagas project from Resident Evil 4, very similar. So we know that behind the scenes developers have linked to the parasite to Las Plagas, and now they have made a connection explicit. It's best to be cautious at any excitement you might be having. That being said, I think it's legitimately signifying this distinction being clear. Hopefully we'll get more official news soon. So there you go. As I said, very similar to the Las Plagas parasite in Resident Evil 4. So if Resident Evil 4 is in the works, then we're going to have to explain this, because Nemesis never did this in the original Resident Evil 3, I believe. I've never played Resident Evil 3 myself now, but I've seen playthroughs. So I do not recall. I know he had a tentacle, the tentacle whip when he was damaged when he was fighting Carlos in that. I think it was a clock tower bit, but the height of it, no, I don't remember Nemesis even able to do that. So yeah, you can see clearly similarities here, especially with the tentacle with that wee whip arrow and free, and then these things with blades on them, which I never understood how logic that would be if sure it's a parasite doesn't care about its host anyway. So that's the it's it's just a rumor now and a potential. Well, it is a potential rumor for RE4 ring, but that is probably the height of it. Goodbye.